I thought you'd all gone for lunch, but I'd just like to say a big thank you to Councillor Winstanley for stepping in for the last 3-hour marathon, and thank all members for their contributions. I look forward to reading the recommendations from the committee when I'm able to see them. So we'll now move to item 6 on the agenda, and that's the corporate parenting nomination report. And I'll ask the scrutiny officer to present the report.
Thank you, Chair. And bear with me, I'm just locating it on my screen. So as members can see, oh, no, I've lost it again. Sorry, bear with me, it's jumping around. The purpose of this report is to seek the corporate parenting nomination. As the report says, corporate parenting is a term used to describe the responsibility of a local authority towards care, experienced children and young people, and we have a legal responsibility under this, under the Children's Act 1989 and 2004. There is a Corporate Parenting Cabinet Committee, and it seeks representatives from each Scrutiny Committee to sit on the Scrutiny Committee as a Scrutiny champion. The committee has been asked to nominate one member as its Corporate Parenting champion to represent it as an invitee on the Corporate Parenting Cabinet Committee. Please, can I seek nominations and get the committee's approval, please? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Could I receive a nomination for a member of the Corporate Parenting Committee and a seconder, please? I believe, Rachel, the previous person from this committee to sit on the Corporate Parenting Committee was Councillor Richard Collins, wasn't it? But I don't think he's present today. But Councillor Amanda Williams has got her hand raised.
Apologies for the delay. I was on the agenda screen. Can I nominate Councillor Della Hughes, please?
Thank you very much, Councillor Williams. Do we have a seconder?
I'm afraid there's only 3 of us in the meeting.
Okay, well, am I able to second Rachel as the chair, or?
I think Councillor Elaine Winstanley has seconded.
Ah, Councillor Winstanley's got her hand raised. Councillor Winstanley?
I got the wrong microphone, sorry. I'm
Okay.
happy to second.
Thank you very much. Are there any other nominations? I can't see any other nominations, so congratulations, Councillor Hughes. You are our corporate parenting champion for the forthcoming year. Okay, we now move to item 7, the Forward Work Programme, and I'll ask Rachel to present this report.
Thank you, Chair. This is the regular standing report for the committee's Forward Work Programme today. I'm not going to go through it in detail. Members are very familiar with this Forward Work Programme report, and it's just taking you to the recommendations really at the end of the report at the bottom at point 9. So members are asked to consider and approve the Forward Work Programme for the committee in Appendix A, identifying the specific information included in this for the next 2 meetings, including invitees, identify whether there's are presently any further items for consideration, having regard obviously to the criteria at paragraph 3.6. Note the recommendations then of the monitoring action sheet in Appendix B, and to note the Forward Work Programme and any feedback from the committee in the recommendations, monitoring action, and report to the next, which will be reported to the next COSC meeting. If I can take members then to the Appendix A being the main one for your consideration. Sorry, bear with me, technical issues today. You will see the next meeting of the committee is scheduled for the 16th of September 2024. That is the annual review of education in early years and young people's strategic plan. So the information that is being requested is to include also, as well as the plan, to include any update on ALN and any budget implications, because you will recall there was reference to some potential implications in the 2024-25 budget agreement. So that will be included as well. If there's any further information you wish to receive at this meeting, please let the scrutiny team know as soon as possible so that can be incorporated. Following meeting then, the committee is looking at the school modernisation update. This is a pre-decision scrutiny. I'm just going to check there's no other notes that my team has provided. No, on that. So again, if there's any specific information, there is further information listed there. So of course, in terms of the Welsh medium education, that will be incorporated into this report. Information also in relation to childcare hubs facilities on the areas in need based on the LDP evidence to be made available as part of this update. And also the committee has requested information relating to the upgrading of older school facilities. So what we've tried to do is, obviously with a limited forward work programme and limited meetings, we are trying to incorporate various aspects that the committee has requested and try and collate them under one larger item. So it will be quite a good opportunity to look at quite a number of aspects under the one report. But again, if there is any further items you wish or aspects you wish to consider as part of that report, please let us know. Chair, I will leave it to you to go through the recommendations, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Just to provide some additional context and to alert members to perhaps why the forward work programme changes and is quite agile, I suppose, to ensure that some of the big challenges and meaty items are discussed. Councillor Martin Jones is the Cabinet Member for Education. I and Lindsay Harvey is the Corporate Director for Education, meet on a quarterly basis to discuss what's coming up. As you know, Lindsay is very keen on pre-decision scrutiny, which is why the school modernisation item has arisen for the November meeting. Just to comment as well that we're conscious of the fact that a number of members in previous meetings have raised issues which they'd like this committee to consider, and they haven't been forgotten. It's been suggested that perhaps we have some all-member briefings and perhaps committee member briefings on some of the items which have been raised, and also in certain areas, as you'll see from this particular item and this particular report, perhaps splitting up into smaller groups to do perhaps a deep dive on some of the issues and then reporting back to the bigger committee due to the time constraints that we have in considering some of the substantive items which we have on our agendas. As Councillor Winstanley will note that this particular item today on home to school transport lasted 3 hours. So to be able to give justice to some of the items which come before us, we propose that we have some breakout seminars and member briefings to cover some of the ground. So with that in mind, can I ask for any contributions from members or a forwarder and proposer and seconder for the recommendations?
I'll propose.
Thank you, Councillor Wren Hopkins.
Second.
Thank you, Councillor Hughes. Councillor Winstanley? No.
I was going to second.
Great, thank you. Any further comments? I can't see anyone raising their hand, so I move to item 8 and ask urgent items. There are no urgent items of business in respect of which notice has been given in accordance with Part 4, Paragraph 4 of the Council Procedure Rules. I'd like to thank once again Councillor Winstanley for bearing the brunt of this particular meeting, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.